Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. So I am so excited, a little sad, but still super excited. So this is the June cloth and paper sub box unboxing, and I'm excited because it's the June box. I'm a little sad because it's the last box I'm gonna be opening in this current place with this current configuration. So I've been renting my house for 8 years, and I am moving now I live in the suburbs, and after the pandemic, before the pandemic, the commute without traffic, like on the lightest traffic, was 35 minutes. And y'all, I'm not I'm not really a commuter kind of girl, okay? I become either, depending on how you like to look at it, either my best or my worst undergraduate self when I have to commute to work. Like if I have to commute to campus, I don't know. I don't know. And since the pandemic, the commute, even in the lightest traffic point of the morning, is now like 45 minutes. So friends, I'm quitting my job in the car at least twice a week. And twice a week on the way to work and twice a week on the way home from work. So I had to go ahead on and give up the ghost. I was actually helped a little along the way by the fact that my landlords now want to sell the property, which also made me go, okay, y'all, let's go ahead and, pack it on up and move into the city. Because the truth is, I've always been more of a city kind of person than a suburb kind of person anyway. So I'll be moving with a much shorter commute. So I'm really excited. But it means that this is the last time I will be doing this unboxing in this particular space. So it's the end of an era, as it were. So now the funny thing is, you know how we could be kind of fanatic-y about, yes, I did say fanatic-y about our subscription boxes. Y'all, why did I wait to, why did I wait to put the move stuff? I didn't even put the move paperwork in on my address because I wanted to make sure that I got this box to this address. Anyway, don't judge me. So I was originally also gonna film this like facing forward, but y'all, I'm moving. So the movers are coming in a couple of days to get everything. So there's boxes everywhere. Stuff is like half packed. It's just crazy. And I didn't feel like y'all deserve better than to see all that chaos. So here we go. So let's go ahead and open this box. I haven't seen any unboxings yet of this, so I have absolutely no idea. I've only seen the sneaks during happy hour. Ooh, and some other stuff like that. So I don't really know what I'm in for. Now we're gonna actually keep this box. What I might do is maybe just take some pictures. I might not take video. If I do take video, it's gonna be like quick stuff that I could put up on my Instagram to show you. So I have kept a lot of my cloth and paper boxes, which thank God, because y'all, I'm gonna use these boxes to pack up so many of the little things. Like I'm almost positive I have like the original packaging that this little tchotchke came in and the original box that this came in. And so I'm gonna put these things in those original boxes, and then put those original boxes in these boxes, and then put these boxes in bigger boxes. So that way, all of my beautiful cloth and paper things will survive and make it to the house, to the new property. So put that to the side, and let's open this. So let's put those, we're gonna open those last. So I have seen this, which, look at that gorgeous packaging. This is so pretty. And the funny thing is, some of this stuff is basically gonna get opened and then put right back in a box because, again, we're moving. Ooh, look at that pretty tray. Okay, so it says cloth. It has the cloth and paper emblem on the back, but it really is just a pretty catch-all tray. Like I could see, I have a nasty habit of taking my rings off especially while I'm typing, when I'm writing like long manuscripts or I've been typing for a couple of hours. Like I'll take my rings off and then just put them on the desk. So I could see using something like this if you know you're one of those kind of people. Or even maybe putting this on a nightstand to put your rings in, or your earrings in even. You know, paper clips, stuff like that. So that's super cute. I'm so excited to like dress my desk in my new space. Okay, what is this? So these are clear index tabs, monthly clear index tabs. Y'all, I have absolutely no idea what you would use these for. So we're gonna pull some of them out. It's so weird because I'm trying to think about, like, in the back of my mind, I actually am thinking like, okay, should you open this stuff? Like, you have to put all this stuff in a box. Like, you have to move all of this stuff. Like, what are you even doing? Okay, what's happening? Can I? There we go. We'll just do one. Okay. So, oh, okay. These are interesting. So they're clear tabs. They would like go on a page or something like that and give you like a monthly tab. They have like a little lot space to write on. Okay, I never open these things to read the description before I like open the stuff. But I have absolutely no idea what you would use that for. So let's look and see. Because I'm like, do you use this like on a file folder? Is it like a page marker you're using in like your planner? Like, what's happening? Okay, so it says introducing our new clear index tabs that can be placed anywhere and everywhere. Use any oil-based pen or pen marker on these index tabs to create a mobile checklist, which can then be attached wherever you need it. It simply slides the tab clips behind the thin surface, including covers, dashboards, and whiteboards. Huh. Okay. So that's what you're using it for. Oh, okay, wait, where's my planner? Because y'all know we also do like a little bit of a setup, a little bit of a tester on things here. So let's see. Because I use side tabs. So I could see you doing something like that. So using it as a side tab like that. So something like that. But I could also see, like, what if you used it as a top tab? Ooh, what do we think? Okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay, that's kind of interesting. All right, we're probably gonna do a little bit more setup stuff in a minute, but that gets us a start. So you have 12, so one for each month. Oops. Am I even putting this back in the right place? Y'all, I mean, I guess so, because it's the only empty one. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close this back up. Because this is definitely one of those, like, lots of little pieces kind of issues. So we'll just close that back up and stick that back right there. Okay, let's see what we've got in our little bag. So excited. Okay, so this I am super excited about. I have not packed up my my CP Petite cover yet because I wanted to wait and be able to stick this in there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is super thick. This is so many pages, you guys. So this is the left-hand bound message notepad. So up here it says subject and then date and then importance, and it says low, medium, high. As Ashley said during happy hour, these are perforated pages, so you can rip them off super easily. Let's see if it says on the card how many sheets of paper you get. Okay, so they are 4x6 and you get 75 sheets of paper. So they are grid on the front, they are blank on the back. So if you are someone who likes to write, like continue your notes on the back, you could, it's just gonna be blank paper. Now, if you're someone who sometimes likes to like have tasks things written on the front, and then maybe like ideas written on the back, like, you know, mind map or something on the back, you could do that too back here, which would be really interesting. So I really like this because it's super versatile. I also like it because it's gonna fit in the CP Petite folio. So hold on one second. So I have my fossil folio that I received before. So I did mine using the notes, the clear notes, which I'll try to remember to tag the unboxing for these, but we could take that out. We could put this in, and it does slide that back cover right on in there, and boom, there you go. Now I wonder, because I'm that weirdo, let me see. It might be a little bit too thick. Yeah, it's gonna be too thick. It's not gonna work. And I don't remember what size discs these are. They're little, I just don't remember which size they are. But now I wonder if you could do it the other way around. Let's see if we do it like this. And then can we just set that on top? Okay, yeah, we could do it like that. So we could just have this setting on top. And then just have them both together. So that's probably the way that's gonna live. While we are packing and traveling. I love this for that very idea, like packing and traveling, because I feel like when you're packing and moving, because I'm doing the most cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs thing, y'all. So I am packing and moving the first part of the week, giving a workshop at another university in the middle of the week, traveling internationally to collect oral histories at the end of the week, and then coming back to Houston, working for a couple of weeks running my research center this summer, and then moving, because my new rental property currently has tenants. They don't move until the end of the month, so I can't move until the beginning of July. So I am gonna have to be like a little mobile planner and little mobile worker for the next little bit. And so it's gonna be crazy. So having something like this that's like little that I can keep to be able to write down notes and ideas and like quick thoughts is gonna be really important. Now, obviously, I'm gonna have my planner with me the entire time. I mean, I might do Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs things, but one of the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs things I don't do is try to live without my planner, because that's insane. So let's go to next up. Ooh, okay. You know this dashboard is going in this planner right now. This is so pretty. So this dashboard says, "You deserve luxury." It is so pretty, you guys. So it is a light embossed. This is like I guess I would say this is an ivory color. And it does have the repeated "you deserve luxury" on both sides. So I, just as a reminder, I get everything in the half letter size. So the words are going, what is this, vertical, kind of up and down, vertical of the paper, right? Which is just, actually, wait, yeah, because that would be horizontal the way you normally read. So I did think about that for a second. Moving cracks your brain, especially when you haven't done it in a long time. I used to move every like year or two, and then I stayed here for 8 years. So there you go. So that's so pretty. We're definitely putting that in the planner right now. Okay, so we have these 3 beautiful monthly inserts. And I'm just reading what, okay. So we have July horizontal weekly. We have August vertical weekly Monday start. And we have September weekly schedule. Let's open these up. Now the horizontal one is the one I feel like I'm probably gonna gift to one of my lab assistants because I don't do horizontal planners. So this is gonna have your cover page, which has a quote from John Wooden that says, "Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction, knowing you made the effort to become the best of which you are capable of." That's a great quote. So that's the same quote over and over again. If I was gonna keep this, I would do what I did with these quote pages that we got that were the covers for the monthlies in 2022, where I would kind of just like highlight it in different places as like a little light amount of decor, but it also brings out the quote more clearly when you highlight it in different places. But I kind of highlighted it like I read in a way. It was very interesting. I liked it. So on the back of the cover page, you have a lined notes page. Then you have your monthly goals, to-do list, important dates, and a place to write in bills due. And then you have your monthly. This is a Monday start, praise the Lord. And so you have your month. Now, I wonder if they're gonna go back. Okay, so this is laid out for 2023 the way 2022 used to be laid out. So the boxes are bigger again. So let's go to August because I think August is blank. And that'll be the easiest way to say it. Yeah. So see how the current 2023 layout has important dates at the bottom, notes at the bottom, task list on the side. So the calendar boxes are teeny tiny. Now that doesn't necessarily bother me a lot because I write small. But if you don't write small to begin with, like I'll be honest, this is hard to work in if you don't write small to begin with. Now, again, I write small, so I'm not bothered. But I do kind of like that we might be going, because Ashley did say during the happy hour that these 3 planner previews, these dated options for 2023 are giving a little bit of preview, a little bit of tester for 2024. So if we're going back to this layout for 2024, I'm not mad. I'm gonna be honest. I love this because I love being able to have a place to write important dates below the calendar itself. I also really love having just note space, right? But y'all know, I've said it a billion times, I don't really use the front of this at all. Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's crazy hit and miss. Like, I don't think I used it in June. Let's see. No, I didn't. That's why those are attached together, because I didn't use it in June, right? I'm not gonna use it in July. I don't even think Yeah, no, not gonna use it in July. And I've already started kind of plotting out some things that are important for July. So I don't really use that front page personally. Which for me, honestly, like this could be notes. This could be a whole note page and that would be fine with me. But I am noticing differently from the current layout. So you have goals here. We're going back to putting important dates here. The current one says intentions instead. And then we still have that bills due category down here. Now, I've said before, I have too many bills to use that. But there have been times where I used this to write in, because you know we talk about research and research planning on this channel. I've used this area to actually write in and remind myself of annual research bills that are due. So like my website bill, when my website is due, my hosting fees are due, when my conference registration is due, when my membership for different organizations is due, because it's not every month, it's once a year, in a specific month, right? And it's like, because it's not a regular bill, it's something that you kind of have to like remember. And so I usually have my electronic calendar set to remind me that those things are due like a month before they're due. So I've sometimes used this space to write those kinds of things: journal subscriptions, conference memberships, organizational memberships, and the like I've written on here. So that's kind of nice. And then you have 2 pages of straight notes. I really like this as an option because a lot of times I have a lot of sticky notes in the back of mine. I love, if they're gonna move to this, I am for this for 2024. Like, give me some space between, especially because I prefer to keep because you know, my baby chunky. To keep my baby a little less chunky, I like to just have the month in my planner to have the months ahead. And I usually have 3 to 6 months in my planner. And if you could give me just this cover page until my dashboards come, and have lined paper on the back of that, and then have my calendar page and lined paper on the back of that, then that is so beautiful to me to be able to have that in the planner instead of what I have right now for August, for example. So I have my cover page with my line page, and then I have my monthly layout. And then because the monthly layout has the week right on the back of it, I randomly have Monday, Thursday, Friday, because I use the vertical weekly as my personal planner. Right? So like, how random is that? Now for my work planner, I use the dailies, the vertical dailies, which means if I just have those first pages, right? In this one, I didn't put the cover page in. So I have just the front of the monthly, and then I would normally just have Monday, but I went ahead and just put in the second page so that I would have the whole first week of August in here. But yeah. So I love, if they're doing this, I love this, because also if you're someone that likes to keep their monthly section, like all your months together in one section, and then you like to have your weeklies together someplace else, this actually allows you to do that, and not have weirdness going on. So this is the horizontal layout. Like I said, I'm not really a fan, but I do like the spacing of this. Like I said, I probably am gonna gift this to one of my lab assistants, one of my graduate assistants, and let them kind of go to town. But you have Monday through Friday on this side, Saturday and Sunday on this side, a place for tasks, and then some notes here, and then a monthly view down here in the corner. And that's what you're gonna have for the whole week. for each week. So let me see something. Yeah, because August ends on a Monday. I'm sorry, not August, July. July ends on a Monday. So you are going to receive the whole first week of August, really, on this as well. And then, but you're still having your July in the corner because the Monday is the last day of July. So you're getting that. Oh, that's something I just noticed. Okay, let me see something. Is that everywhere else? Oh yeah, okay. So one of the things that they also did on here, and I hope that you guys can see that here, is they've bolded the first days of the month. So for June, same thing. July starts on a Saturday. So you're getting the last 5 days in June and then the first 2 days in July on this week. So if you're someone, now some people don't like that. Some people prefer on their weeklies to have this layout a little bit differently. Now, I am a Monday start on my week, which means I'm always going to have this kind of scenario, right? Because unless the first of the month is a Monday, I'm always going to have part of last month's on the next month, right? And that does not bother me at all on weeklies. It doesn't bother me anywhere ever, actually. But if you're somebody that I don't know, feels weird about that, then, you're just going to have to live with it, I guess. Now, I will say, if you're a Sunday start person, you don't usually get as much of that if you're a Sunday start person, because if you're Sunday start, you're going to get fewer days where you're going to have that kind of like crossover. But I'm a Monday start person, so there you go. So let's go ahead and stick this back in the plastic, because like I said, we're gonna gift this to one of my lab assistants. I just convinced one of them to buy the undated academic inserts from Cloth and Paper. So I think we'll gift them the month of July for this dated insert. All right, so let's see what we have. So we received August. Now each one of these is a different layout. And Ashley said her idea with this was that you would be able to try different layouts before you purchased to see kind of like what you think. So, which is kind of interesting. So if you're someone like me who has been using Cloth and Paper for a while, or even has been using a planner for a while, you may already know what your planner preferences are. If you're new or newer to this, something like this might be really nice for you because it gives you an opportunity to try a couple of different layouts, because you're trying a different layout each month to see which one works best for you. Which is kind of interesting. So we have the monthly layout is the same, where you have your whole month, you have your like little task list on the side, you have your like kind of review of the last month, your preview of the next month, and then your month here. So this, again, you have your notes, and then you have your beginning. So this vertical weekly is the layout I actually use for my personal planner. I love this layout. It is my personal favorite. Now this one I love for my personal because it is basically just lines on the day. So I can do this as an hourly setup. I can do this. Okay, the rest of this I don't mind. So this is the current week that I'm in. So I love this layout because it allows me to be able to put times in next to the things that I want and need to put times in next to, it allows me room to just make notes of things, like the fact that there was a power outage in my neighborhood. That meant that when I got home from work on Thursday, the whole plans that I had for everything that I was gonna pack and deal with, yeah, totally gone. Oops, like poof, gone. But I love that this also, I have plenty of room to be able to write in just things like this, right? Like just a list of things that need to be done, right? And so that's why I absolutely love, love, love this particular layout for my personal planner. Now, this doesn't necessarily work for me for a work layout because of the number of meetings and like time specific tasks that I have to get done in my work schedule. But for my personal schedule, I love this. I just love it. Now, I tend to skip lines between things because I like a little bit more white space, especially when I'm using black ink to write with. When I'm using, it's funny because I've gone back and looked. When I've used blue ink to write with, I don't skip lines between things. But when I'm using black ink, I skip lines in between things. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me, y'all. Ooh, it sounds like it's getting a little bit loud. My neighbors are starting to do their lawn care. So please excuse that if y'all can hear that. But this is a layout that I absolutely love. Again, I'll be gifting these because the horizontal layout I already know I don't care for. The vertical layout I already know that I love because it's the layout. I think if y'all go back and look at my videos, I think since I started with cloth and paper about 3 years ago, I've basically been using that same layout pretty much the entire time with them. In like at least one of my planners has been that layout, so I know I love it. So let's go ahead and stick that in there. Oops. I'm sorry, for July. Wait, what's happening? Okay, so yeah, sorry. September, go back. I should have put them in that, laid them down that way. That way I would know the ones that I already looked at. I got a little confused there for a second, guys. All right, so for September, we have the September weekly schedule layout. So same cover, same monthly. And this is the one that I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna keep this or am I gonna gift this one too? So this layout is a layout that Cloth and Paper did as an undated layout. And I've tried this layout before, and even though I write really small, I feel like these columns might be still a little too small, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna ponder it. I love that you have, so this is a similar layout to a layout I used to get from Fancy Plans & Co. That was, I think that one was undated too. But this, I do actually love this layout because this gives you a week at a glance. It's vertical, which is my favorite way to plan, right? Because I am kind of a list kind of person. I love the fact that you get list space on the top and then you get time space down here. So this starts at 5 a.m. and goes until midnight, till 12 o'clock. So for if you're a faculty member and you don't have any administrative duties and you're doing everything, or you're a graduate student or an undergraduate student, you're doing everything on one planner, this might be really, really nice layout because you can do everything on one planner, right? Each one of these rows is an hour, right? And so you can lay out your whole day on this little planner. Now, because these grid lines are small, the columns are narrow, the rows are also kind of small, you are gonna have to be somebody who writes pretty small for everything to fit on here. Now, I will say, if you're someone who's also using like a Google Calendar or an iCal or something like that, some kind of, you're using Outlook, something like that, where maybe more of the details of a meeting can be there, then, and especially if you don't write small, right? If you're somebody who doesn't write small, then you don't have to write in every single solitary detail on here. You could just get the gist, right? So you can use your dot pen, which I'm not gonna show because again, I think I am actually gonna go ahead and gift all 3 of these layouts to my lab assistant. But you could go ahead and use your dot pen, highlight the hour, and then write in the meeting or event that you have. Or you could use your highlighter to highlight it or what have you. And that gives you a way to kind of get some really nice, beautiful, beautiful structure out of this. Again, if you are like, I have undergraduate and graduate research assistants in my center, in my lab. And so, I could see any one of them using this to be able to really lay out their whole day. So lay out their hours that they're working in the center, maybe what time they get up, what time they go to breakfast, what time they go to work, if they're taking summer school classes, how long those are going from, right? If you're somebody who likes to time block, and that's the kind of planning method you're into, I could see this being a really great layout for that as well. So this is just a really lovely weekly spread. It kind of gives you everything that you would kind of get out of, right, the one spread visual that you get when you're using this spread, right, where you're seeing the entire week, right? You're seeing the entire week on one spread versus what you get when you're using what Cloth and Paper calls the dailies. You're not seeing the whole week at once, right? You're only seeing 3 days. And then you're seeing, if this other page was here, you would be seeing 4 days, right? So you would be seeing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I love the vertical of this. I love the amount of space you get, how wide these columns are, because you're only getting 2 per page, right? Versus this, where you're getting 3 on this page and 4 on this page, right? So it just depends on kind of what you're into and how that's gonna work for you. So this exact type of layout is the kind of layout that whenever we got planners from school, when I was in college or when I was in high school, when the planner layout was like this, I loved them. I totally used them. When it was that horizontal weekly layout, I always gave them to somebody else. Even in high school and college, I knew I was not a horizontal planner. Isn't that crazy? It's just not, it's not my jam. Like after a while, I don't know, I can't take it. I think the last horizontal planner I used was in college when I was like, okay, I'm going to just force myself to use this horizontal weekly planner. And if I think about it long enough, I will remember why I was forcing myself to use that planner. Because in my mind's eye, I can totally see that planner. I actually think it might still be in a box of old stuff that's in the garage. Or at my mom's house or something. But I know that I didn't like it. And I know that I was forcing myself to use it. I just can't remember why. That might have been the year that I was going on a study abroad trip to Mexico. And I wanted to I was trying to be diligent about saving money. So I was very into using things that I was already being given, or that my parents were already covering, or whatever, and not spending money on stuff that I already had a copy of it. So, all right, so those are the planner layouts. I really love, so if you're new to Cloth and Paper and new to the subscription service, starting usually in June is when we start to get the dated inserts. Now this is the very first time we've received 3 dated inserts in one box. This is also the first time where we've received dated inserts in 3 different layouts. But again, if you, like Ashley said during happy hour, if you're new to planning or you're thinking about making a change in your layout, this is a super great way to be able to do that because you're only committing to 1 month, right? So like if you've never used a horizontal layout before, you use it and realize it's not really your thing, you don't have to use it for 11 more months. You're fine, you're done, right? With all of these layouts, I love this for people who have never used this product before. So this is awesome. So this is going to be gifted to my lab or center student. Now, I love my students, but I don't love them enough to give them this dashboard. So I'm going to keep this one. And I think, let's see, do we want that to be in the front? I love this quote from Ashley, do what you want to be known for. This is a vellum that I bought a while back. This vellum, they discontinued this vellum in the spring. So if you did not get one of these, I don't think you can anymore. But I just love it overlaid over this beautiful black and white picture for July. So I'm gonna leave that. I think I'm gonna leave this for August. So for June, I have the June tab, and then I have the June vellum, and then I have the Fika dashboard that we received in the May box, and I just love that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Now I keep debating, I think I'm actually gonna take that away from that. I think I'm gonna just layer it like this from now on. But I love that Fika dashboard though is so like that mirror is a lot, it's intense. And so that's why I really wanted to do this nice vellum over it. And I just love it. I think it looks great. And so for July, we have that same one. And then that's what happened for some weird reason. So the August one, for some weird reason, I put the thingy in the wrong one. All right. So we actually do have the August one in here. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in here. You know what? Now that that's in there, I'm trying to decide if I want that in the front of the work August, or do I want that with the personal August? I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in the front of work August and be okay with it. Yeah. Okay. Cool deal. All right, so that's our little bit of setup. Last we have our journaling cards. So we have our August card. We have this black embossed, which is upside down and backwards. So this card says, women who wear black lead colorful lives. And this is just an embossed black journaling card from Cloth and Paper. I love this. I think I'm just gonna put that in the front of one of my planners for some inspo. So I think I'm gonna stick it in the front of this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because it does say women who wear black, but it's like if you read it this way, it's like women who are black. I'm like, yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Okay, so we're gonna keep our August little tent as well. You know, I think I'm gonna stick this. I'm gonna stick it. I think I'm just gonna stick it in here. Because I'm kind of thinking that, and let me find, I think the July one is in with the other things that we got in July. Or not in July, I'm sorry, in May. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick this one in here because again, we are moving and we're gonna have like the first couple of days of July, we're gonna be like unboxing stuff and everything. So it'll be nice to have a few things like already ready to go. All right. Okay, so that is that. I am so excited about everything that came in the June box. And so excited about being able to use all of these things to set some stuff up. I'm excited about being able to gift those 3 months worth of inserts to my to one of my students in my center. So that is going to be so much fun. I am super excited. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one from the new location. Thanks again. Have a great time this summer as you're starting to get your research plans together. If y'all have like specific research questions or research planning questions that you want me to answer, go ahead and put those in the comments down below and I will happily do that. All right. Any video ideas or things like that, go ahead and just put those in. Okay. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the bounty of your plans and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.